Hello everyone, my name is Hariganeysh and my teammate is Enoch, Nirmal, Raveenesh and Nadia. So today we're gonna present about HCI case study 2. Next, I will pass it to Nadia.
Okay. Okay. Our application specially designed for senior citizen who has mobility disability. In our application, there are so many functions might be helpful for senior citizen in their daily life. With our application, senior citizen will start with a great day. Illustrate a clear interface of your proposed application with clearly labeled. First, function propose minimum 5. Have a login page and also main page. We also have guest page and text reader page. We have voice command page and medicine reminder page. Icon control page and emergency call page. Next.
Okay, thank you, Nadia. So now I'm gonna explain the usage of all function that Nadia stated just now. So move on to the next slide. Okay, the first function in our application we developed is gesture. In our gesture page, senior citizen can draw a gesture in the space given below in the app. For an example, if the senior citizen draws C in the space given below, the app will navigate to the call interface. It's similar like most of smartphone have this feature, but we included in our app, so it is easy to senior citizen to navigate to the call page. It's not difficult to them. Next. Okay, second function is a text reader. In the text reader page, the application will read out the sentences identified by the photo that the senior citizen took. For an example, if the senior citizen cannot read properly because of words too small, then they can use this feature. Senior citizen need to take the picture of the word and our application will automatically detect the sentences and will read out from the phone speaker. Next slide. Okay. The third function is a voice command. In voice command page, the senior citizens can use their own voice to make a command to be executed by the smartphone. For an example, if the senior citizens want to know the weather today, they can use the voice command and speak, "How's the weather today?" And our application will automatically show the weather, show the current weather today. Next. Okay, the fourth function is a medicine reminder. This is the most important function for our application. In the medicine reminder page, it will remind the senior citizen to take medicine at correct time. If the senior citizen forgets to take the medicine, an alarm will ring on and notify the senior citizen. Once senior citizen successfully done taking the medicine, they need to tick in the medicine reminder that they already eat the medicine to identify the app that they already took the medicine. Next. The fifth function is the icon controller. In the icon controller, senior citizen can control the icon from the applications without moving into another place to another to control the icon. For an example, if the senior citizen feels cold and they need to off the icon where they sit, they can usually use our app to turn off the icon. Next. The last function is the emergency call. This also is one of the best, not best, it's an important function in our app. In the emergency call page, senior citizen, if the senior citizen is an emergency situation like they have an heart attack, or there is something happening in the house, they can press the emergency button to automatically call the emergency landline. But what is different in our function is not only that they will call to the emergency, but it will also send our current location to the emergency department where they can detect and immediately come to the location. Okay, next slide. Okay, that's all. Thank you. I will pass it to Hariganeysh.
Thank you, Ravi. So the next one, I'm gonna talk about principle of universal design applied. Justify how the principle of universal design apply in the interface. The So the first one, equitable use. The application interface we design is very useful to people with a range of ability and appealing to all. There is no limit age limit for the user, so everyone can use this app. Our app's access is same for all. Safety, security, and privacy has available in our applications. So the next one is flexibility in use. Our interface design allow for range of ability and preference through the choice of method of use and adaptively to the user pace and prevision and customs. Then the third one is simple and intuitive to use regardless of knowledge, experience, language, or level of concentration of the user. Our design has support the user expectation and accommodation different language and literal skills. So the next one is preceptive information. Our design provide effective communication of information regardless of the environmental condition of the or the user abilities. Then the third one is tolerance of error. Our application minimizing the impact and damage caused by the mistake or unintended behavior. And next one is low physical effort. Our application has been designed to be comfortable to use, minimizing physical effort and fertile. Physical design of our system has allowed the user to maintain a natural posture with a reasonable operating effort. So the last is size and space of for approach and use. The placement of our application can be reached and used and by may user regardless of our body size, posture, and mobilities. The size of font we use in our application all same. Next, I will pass it to Enoch.
So the next is I would like to present about multimodal interaction applied, type of interface designed for alternative modes, accessibility features available in your solution interface. So for the multimodal interaction applied, our application has a sound in our text reader function. Senior citizen can listen to sentence they want to read from the photo. Next is touch. In our gesture function page, senior citizen must move their finger to draw a gesture. Next is a site. In our app, graphic and icons of the function is detailed descriptions of service we offer for the user's comfort. So next is type of interface design for alternative modes. Gesture recognition, being able to control the application with certain movement called as gesture without typing anything. So we are like we can draw a gesture to lead us to some important app, something it's like that. Next is accessibility features available in a solution interface. It's text to speech. This feature will convert the text to speech. Next is speech recognition. In this feature, senior citizen is able to speak and command complete a task. So the next is explain how the first time user want to use the application solution based on the interface in for mobility disability person and normal person. So for mobility disability person, there is a large and clear graphic is available so that the user will be able to see clearly and able to understand the purpose of the app. User with poor eyesight will able to see properly. User can listen to the next text or book they're reading. It will help users who love reading and listening rather than reading. The app will remind the users whether they took their medication or not by notifying them. It will be helpful for the users with short-term memory. If the user has a question in their mind, there is always a voice command option to answer back their question and give the information based on the question. There's also an emergency app for users as they don't have to type in any number, but just by pressing the emergency app, there will be a list to it. So users don't have to memorize the emergency number as there is always a list. So next is for normal person. Makes the work easier as some communication are there for users. They don't have to log in every time using their name and password as there is face recognition as it makes the login process quite easier and faster. The app will be simpler to use. There is a gesture recognition. User will be able to control the application certain movement for a gesture. If user forget to take the medication, it will notify the user. So next, I like pass it to Ravi.
Thank you, Enoch. So, from my question, suggest another potential uses of this application with explanation. The next slide. Yeah. First is kindergarten. Kindergarten children will be able to learn new word and able to pronounce certain word as there is a text reader. It will be super helpful with the children. Second is a pregnant ladies. It will help the pregnant ladies as the app will help them to remind to take some important medicine, help them by taking the medicine on time. So the third one is quarantine peoples. Those who are quarantined at home who staying alone might be in danger. They uh, don't have to worry because this app has emergency application which will help to call directly to the hospital.
So thank you, Ravi. As a conclusion, we can clearly that our apps not only useful for senior citizen, but it will also be useful for every smartphone user. It will reduce most of the burden or the senior citizen who has the mobilities disabilities. Not only the children below 8 years old can also use this app without any error because there is a universal design applied. Thank you so much.